At the Bus Station by Julius CHINGONO. It was published in 2011 in the book titled Yogather, Stories and Poems in a collaboration with the writer John Epple. At the Bus Station is a conversational free-verse poem with no rhyme scheme. It in the form of a single long stanza with 30 lines. The speaker of the poem is a commuter who addresses the reader as you and offers advice on how to board a bus at a crowded bus station, which is the setting of this poem. Don't forget to subscribe. At the Bus Station starts with the speaker advising on surviving the chaos of public transportation. We don't know exactly where this bus station is or where the passengers are headed, just that the speaker seems familiar. The first line immediately sets a dark tone, warning the reader to loosen or take off their necktie to prevent strangulation. This makes it clear that violence is common here. The poem doesn't follow a strict rhythm, but some lines rhyme fully, such as station and strangulation, while other lines repeat the same word, such as tie. But as the poem goes on, the structure starts to break down, much like the way the reader is told to loosen their clothing. The poem also uses lots of enjambment, creating a fast, choppy rhythm that reflects the frantic, tense energy of the setting. The speaker uses simple language and strong imagery to describe getting on the bus as a physical struggle. People unbutton their clothing to prevent their buttons from flying off when the fight to board begins. The speaker stays calm throughout the poem, which only highlights how normal this chaotic scene is for them. The speaker compares getting on the bus to a battle. CHINGONO exaggerates with warlike language to make the bus ride seem even more intense. The speaker tells people to tighten their shoelaces, fasten their belts, and take off their glasses, otherwise, they might lose them in the rush. This almost makes the scene feel melodramatic, but there's also a sense of helplessness. The advice isn't to fight back but to go along with the crowd and just try to get through it unharmed. In the end, the best strategy is simply to grab onto someone and let the crowd carry you forward. In the last part of the poem, the speaker gives some strange final advice: don't pay attention to what people are saying because words lose meaning in the struggle. In this mad scramble, no one can really communicate, people are too focused on themselves to listen to or help others. This is probably why the speaker is offering all this advice ahead of time. Once you're in the midst of it, it'll be too late. Let's analyze At the Bus Station by CHINGONO. At the Bus Station is written like a survival guide for boarding a bus in a wild, pushy crowd. The poem carefully explains how to avoid getting choked by your own tie, losing buttons, or even having your clothes ripped off in the struggle. The speaker says you shouldn't bother listening to other people because words lose meaning in the chaos. While the poem has a humorous tone, it also suggests that beneath the surface of city life, violence and disorder are never far away. The speaker treats getting on the bus like preparing for battle, warning about strangulation and the intense fight to board. The rush can get so extreme that people might lift you off the ground or strip you of your clothes. The poem never says where the bus is going, but the passengers are desperate to get on, as if it represents an opportunity they can't afford to miss. Buses usually serve commuters, and CHINGONO's poem captures the sheer chaos of daily life. Before people even get to work, they've already been through this exhausting fight just to get on the bus. The best advice? Protect your clothes, hold on tight, and ignore everyone else. The commute isn't about teamwork, it's a ruthless competition to avoid being left behind. In the end, this dog-eat-dog attitude reflects a bigger picture: how modern life pushes people to be selfish, looking out only for themselves in the struggle to get ahead. In the poem, clothing and accessories represent professionalism and dignity, things that get lost in the mayhem of boarding the bus. The speaker repeatedly warns that the crowd might pull off your shoes or pants or even strip you entirely. This connects to the idea that in this chaotic scuffle, people lose more than just clothes, they lose their ability to communicate, their manners, and their humanity. Even buttons carry meaning. They literally hold clothes together, but they're also linked to self-control. When the speaker tells passengers to unfasten all buttons, it suggests that in this free-for-all, you'll have to let go of some of your usual restraints. And if you're unlucky, you won't just lose buttons, you might lose your dignity entirely. Hope you like and subscribe for more poem analysis.